A lot of the times we take a look at our journey and our progress and we don't see enough progress. We're not satisfied. I want this so bad, but why can't I get there? Sometimes players want to become pro players, or coaches want to improve their coaching, or pro players just want to become better and become world champions, or teams as a whole want to make progress. But we don't see the progress matching the desire of how much we want to. Let's see some ways to deal with that. The first thing we want to think about is setting goals that match our desired place to get to. So we want to set goals that are in direct connection to where we want to go. Let me give you an example. A player comes to me and says, I'm a starting player, I have a goal, I want to become a pro, I want to get better. Amazing. Let's start diving into your vision as a player and set goals and milestones to get there. But when I take a look at what has been done so far, they want to become a pro, yet all they do is just play rank, which is just me individually and 9 other players. I don't get to experience levels of scrims. I don't get to experience high level of practice. I only get to experience non-competitive esports. And when I want to become a coach or a pro that wants to advance themselves, I need to match my goals to where I want to go. So in our example, the player that wants to become a pro can't just play ranked all the time. They have to go out there and put themselves out there and find a pug and start up a roster that wants to play together. You have to start experiencing and simulating the end result and the way you want it, and start finding ways to do it now, even without getting paid. So you want to set goals that match where you want to go, and you want to start acting the way you would if those goals were already happening, the way you would if you were already a paid pro player. So ideas if you are trying to become a pro to simulate where you want to go is to get into a pug that's scrimming, is to start a roster on your own, is to join 10-man teams, is to really make a point to yourself that you're going to be experiencing the goal that you have through your day-to-day goals. So if the vision is to be in a team house, find a way right now, if you're moving out of your own house, to live with teammates that play and live with like gamers. The idea is to simulate as much as you can. The second thing you want to do is not just match your goals to the expectations and to where you want to go, but make sure that you're getting specific. A lot of players and coaches and gamers stay very, very general. I want to go pro. Or if you're a pro player, I want to improve. That's great, okay? But you need to know what you want to improve on. You need to get specific. You got to forget about the generality, because if you stay general, the progress is going to look general. And when you're trying to advance yourself in a general way, you don't notice the little things. You don't end up getting from point A to point B. So in order to see progress, you have to be very, very specific. You want to say, this is where I am, point A, and this is where I want to be, point B. So if I want to improve, what do I want to improve on? If you want to make more connections, don't wait until one day somebody's going to reach out to you and you're going to be big enough to make connections. Make connections now. Every time you play and you connect with a player in the scene, send them a message. You want to come play with me a few more games? Do you want to hang out? Do you want to talk? Like, become friends. Don't wait till one day you suddenly magically make connections. If you want to be known in the scene, there are many managers and coaches that do stuff for free right now because everybody wants to get their feet wet, and find a way to get coaching and managerial right now. If you need an agent, that's also available sometimes for free. A lot of people are starting out and they want to start out together. Don't wait until one day you're going to get there, because then the journey doesn't show you the progress that you want and you're not going to be satisfied. Now you can set 3 goals a week to get you from point A to point B. But point A needs to be very clear and point B needs to be very clear. You can't just say, I want to become more vocal. I want to improve my communication. That's huge. What am I going to do with that? Tomorrow morning, you want to set a goal that tomorrow morning, you know how to execute. You know how to get up and do. So for example, if communication is your thing, then pinpoint in your VOD review exactly what aren't you doing that you want to be doing. I want to learn how in high pressure situation, I still talk and I don't shut down. Okay, that's something specific, and we can get even more specific than that you can work on. So is it being vocal? Is it being open? Is it about listening? Is it about aim? What is it? And even if it is about aim, make sure that you know exactly what about your aim you want to improve, and go about at least 5 different ways to do it. So I want to be able to click heads really quickly, so I'm going to go and try and do that. I want to be able to practice aim patience, and so I can do that. It doesn't matter what it is, but you want to make sure that your goal is clear and specific enough so you know how to work on it to get you from point A to point B. Therefore, you will see the progress and you won't feel not satisfied. A lot of players tell me, okay, Karen, I get it, but how? I don't know how. But you got to understand, everybody in the whole world never knows how they're going to get from point A to point B 100%. Nobody knows that. If we did, we would figure out our lives and just check it and move on. There's really no roadmap to what we're doing. So don't worry about the how as much as in focusing on clarity of what you want. The what and the why become the primary goal. And then one day after another, you start to figure out more and more ways, more and more strategies to go about it. So don't focus on the how, focus on the what I want, why I want it, why am I doing what I'm doing, how will I get from here to there will reveal itself as you push yourself, as the motivation and the inspiration grows within you. Every day you're going to see more things in your life that enable you to get from here to there. And then suddenly you're going to look back and you're going to say, how did I get here? I don't know. But what's important is the clarity, the what, and the how. So you want to make sure that you can connect a straight line, a direct line between what you're doing today, the goals you're setting, and the actions that you're taking to where you want to be. Again, if you want to be in a team house, you need to be practicing things to directly take you to that team house. Now, the beauty about this is that you have no idea if it's going to get you to the team house, but you are practicing what you love out of passion. It's the only thing you know and want to do. So there really is no other way. It's not like you're suddenly going to do accounting, right? Gaming is what you love. So the clarity about this is what I'm meant to do in my life has to be solid. It has to be like the propelling force behind getting you to where you want to be. And then you have to have a straight line between what you're doing today and where you want to go. Now, the second thing is to let go of expectations. Let go of expectations of how the journey is going to turn out, how much progress I'm supposed to be having. Don't compare yourself to anybody else in the scene. I promise you, when they have their issues, they have the things that you don't see, they have issues on other things. Everybody has their issues. Nobody has it all perfect and together. So don't try to compare yourself to other people. Focus on your own experience and your own journey and celebrate the little wins. When you got from point A to point B, celebrate that so you know that there's more strength in you to carry on. Let go of the expectations of how the end is going to turn out. There is no getting there. I promise you, the number one concern I hear from even world champions that have been on world stages and won is that they tell me, Karen, this is not what I thought it would be. This is not how I feel like I imagined that things would be. I got there, but then what's the next step? Now I'm either bored or now I don't know where my journey leads me to. So don't expect the idea to get there and there everything's going to be perfect. There I'll be happy. There is no getting there. The journey is the destination. After you make pro, you're going to have to compete and work with the team environment, and you're going to have issues arising there. So there is no there. There is just when we're 90 and we're old and things end, life ends. So don't try to focus on getting there. Live it one moment at a time. And I promise you, you will see progress and development. And your satisfaction is going to be so strong that it's going to propel you for the next moment and the next moment. So go get them, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.